Alright, welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 222. Now, last week I said that I was going to come back and do a kind of sort of a superhero film, even though it did have a few comic book series. It's not exactly a superhero film. It's not exactly, this character not exactly a superhero, period, but Zorro. Yeah, The Mask of Zorro. 1998. Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Stuart Wilson, just to name a few. But yeah, man, this movie, it really is amazing. It really is an amazing film. I mean, man, I tell you, I gotta tell you, the writers of this movie, boy, oh boy, they really got the history down of Zorro. I mean, the secret identity of an aged Diego de la Vega, Don Diego de la Vega, played by Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, he freed the people of California, and he goes to his retirement, but the governor of California, Don Rafael Mateo, Don, Stupid Wilson's character, um, yeah, Rafael Matero, yeah, Don Rafael Matero, yeah, he puts two and two together, and he pays a visit to Don Diego de la Vega's house, just so he can have him arrested, because he now knows, he been knew, and he just came to let him know that he knew that he is Zorro. So yeah, he comes to have him arrested. They get into a big fight. De la Vega's wife gets accidentally shot, and De la Vega himself, he gets arrested. He pretty much now set in exile, but he made the promise that Montero will not get rid of him. You'll never be rid of him. So yes, Don De La Vega, he will return one day. He may not return as the legendary Zorro, the Fox himself, but he will return one day. But in the meantime, 20 years later, we find out that we find ourselves with two thieves, actually three thieves. One, the legendary Three-Finger Jack, and his two compadres, Joaquin and Alejandro Murrieta. These guys, the Murrieta brothers, these guys, they're wanted for what was it, 41,000, $42,000, something like, $42,000, something like that. Yeah, 40 If $40,000+ for the both of them. But yeah, not one mention of Three-Finger Jack. Yeah, these guys, even though Three-Finger Jack, he made it look like that. He captured the boys. Of course, he was in on the whole thing too. These guys are like scam artists. They trying to get that money. You know, they do anything to get that money. They're professional thieves. But when they have a run-in with the Captain Captain Harrison Love, when they have a run-in with him, yeah, that's when bad news really, really hit the fan. Yeah, Joaquin, he shoots himself. Beforehand, he tells his brother to go. You go get away, go to a clear, be clear of it. He will be the one to get captured. He pretty much sacrificing himself so his brother can keep on going. So yeah, by the time the captain catches up to him, you know, takes out Three-Finger Jack. But Joaquin, out of defiance, he takes himself out. But that captain boy, yeah, he takes him upon himself to cuts off Joaquin's head. And Alejandro, he's off in the distance. And he sees this whole thing go down. He sees his brother. He's how his brother was dealt with. So yeah, he vowed revenge right there. So yeah, when De La Vega escapes from his exile, you know, that's where Maria, that's where Alejandro and De La Vega they meet up at a bar. They have a little run-in with each other, and that's where De La Vega let him know, you know, after he beaten him in a drunken fight. That's when De La Vega let him know that he will teach him how to he will teach him the right way of how to fight, how to use his skill. Yeah, he's gonna help him because many years ago, Alejandro and his brother Joaquin, they once helped De La Vega. De La Vega's his last crusade, his last ride as Zorro, and Joaquin and Alejandro, they were little boys at that time. They helped Zorro, beat the governor. But, of course, many years later it came with a price. But, yeah, he's going to pay that. He's going to pay him back. And that's when we now get our training. We now see Alejandro get his comeuppance, and he get to be the next Zorro. Yeah, the Fox, the swashbuckling vigilante nobleman Zorro. So yeah, once he teaching him the ways of the sword, teaching the ways of riding the horse, teaching the ways of using his cunningness, using his many skills, teaching him how to be Zorro, period. That's when you teach him another technique. charm. What is that? Yeah, he teach him how to be a charming nobleman, and he'll get one step closer into Millie, um, damn, Montero. He'll get one step closer to Montero's circle. Yeah, the closer he gets to the enemy, the more closer he would be to getting to, yeah, the son of a bitch that chopped off his brother's head. So yeah, these guys, they both got score to settle with this governor. They both got scores to settle with this governor, this Don. But for De La Vega, it's much more personal. You see, many years back, after he pretty much put him into exile. Yeah, he taken De La Vega's baby daughter, and he raised her as his own. And when De La Vega tried to do an assassination attempt, he sees her for the first time in 20 years, and he sees her all grown up, beautiful, looking exactly like her mother. And yeah, that's when he couldn't. That's when he realized he couldn't do the job alone. That's why he now has help from Alejandro. But yeah, I tell you though, man, this movie though, yeah, The Mask of Zorro, it is, like I said, it is one amazing picture. Swashbuckling action, lots of comedy, especially from Banderas. A drunken Banderas is a very funny Banderas. But yeah, I tell you though, yeah, this is it's amazing all the way through. You will have a lot of thrills, you will have a lot of laughs, and you will have a lot of emotion, a great emotional scene, you know, between Diego de la Vega, and Elena, his daughter, even though she don't know that she is his biological daughter. Yeah, they have this conversation in the horse stable, and he just pretty much let it slip that she looks so much like her mother. And yeah, even though he did not let her know about him being her father, not just yet. He just pretty much let her know that, yeah, he don't see Raphael's features. So, he just pretty much figured that she looked like her mother. And yes, she does. Yes, she looks exactly like her mother, but yeah, she has a lot of her mother's qualities, her her uh her spirit, She's a very spirited, very compassionate woman. And from what we've seen earlier in the movie, how um how Diego's wife carried herself, very sophisticated, very beautiful, very sophisticated, and very spirited. Yeah, all of that passed on to their daughter, and you know, that scene in the stable, yeah, Anthony Hopkins, man, I tell you, that cat, he really, yeah, he really does the job, and keeping composure and still giving us his sadness, knowing that he can't really reveal himself to her, but in due time, he will he will have it be known that he is her actual father. And yeah, when it's all said and done, you know, she finds out that he is her father. She finds out who Zorro is. She, you know, he before his death, he brings them together. He's a, I tell you, in a lot of ways, yeah, we got this love story, the father and daughter love story, but we got the Alejandro and Elena love story because there was an instant attraction once when she first saw him as Zorro in his early stages. When she first saw him, she was immediately attracted to him. I mean, she immediately attracted to the mysterious masked man. So yeah, I tell you, man, this movie, yeah, it really had lots of depth. It really had um, lots of features, lots of emotional features that it had expressed to you. I tell you, this movie, you really cannot go wrong with it. You know, and like I said, the action, the excitement, the scene where Zorro was trying to catch up to his horse because that horse, Tornado, that is a very, very wild horse, man. Very wild, very fast. But, Zorro, going through the guards, he pretty much caught up to the horse. And yes, Zorro rides again. I tell you. Good stuff though. Great stuff. This movie it is a really great. It's a really great, exciting, incredible movie. Too many adjectives, but yeah, it's it's everything. This movie is everything. Can't really pass it up. And the beautiful love song at the end of the movie, the closing credits, yeah. I want to spend my lifetime loving you. And that song, I tell you, man, that's one of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard. And damn it, I wish I would have stayed longer to see who the hell sung it. I know it was Mark Anthony, but the girl that did the duet with him, I cannot figure out her name for the life of me. But yeah, it'll come. I'll link the song down in the description, that's for sure. I'll link the song, I'll link the video if I can still find it down in the description. Yeah, the score of this movie done by the late great James Horner. Another cat you can't go wrong with. But yeah, the Mask of Zorro. It's an easy 5 out of 5, man. Yeah, the dance number between Elena, Alejandro, you know, lots of Spanish themes going on in there. Yeah, the Latin feel of this movie. Yeah, the early stages of California are in this movie. It gives you everything. It gives you everything. It gives you love. It gives you hate. It gives you excitement. It gives you thrills. It's one huge swashbuckling adventure that you got to get your hands on. You got to get your eyes on. Get your ears to it. Feel it, smell it, taste it. It's everything. And it's right here with you. It's right here to you. It's right here. Everything. Yes, sir. The Mask of Zorro. Straight 5 out of 5, man. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now, next week, next week, uh, going back into the darkness, man. More horror for you. But only this time, I got a nice little zombie film. One of the most entertaining zombie films in the last 20 years, man. I tell you, you will, be familiar with this one because I gave it a mention a few months back, but I did not go into it. I did not go in depth into it, but I will next week. So yeah, you stick around, keep it locked right here for that. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is all.